Let us discuss today's important news. July 26, Kargil Vijay Divas. 26 years ago, we have reclaimed the sovereignty in that area. On 26 July, we celebrate Kargil Vijay Divas. The Battle of Kargil in 1999. It's a battle and India was victorious as Indian Army launched Operation Vijay. Finally, we have reclaimed our areas and more than 500 Indian soldiers at the time were martyred and over 1300 got injured. The nation still remembers the memories of Kargil war, but still Kargil Divas, Kargil Vijay Divas is a significant memory in our hearts and it deepens in light of right now Operation Sindoor. Next important news, Prime Minister Narendra Modi breaks Indira Gandhi's record, becomes second longest serving Prime Minister. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has crossed yet another political milestone, overtaking Indira Gandhi's record of becoming India's second longest serving Prime Minister. On July 25, 2025, Prime Minister Modi completed 4,078 days in office, pushing past Indira Gandhi's 4,077 days consecutive tenure between January 1966 to March 1977. The achievement marks a historic chapter in Prime Minister Modi's political journey. Beginning as a Gujarat Chief Minister in 2001, PM Modi has now headed elected governments both at the state and national level for nearly 24 years, a feat unmatched by any other Indian Prime Minister. And Prime Minister Modi was the first Prime Minister who was born after independence. Prime Minister Modi was the first Prime Minister, non Congress Prime Minister, who served lengthiest tenure in India. Prime Minister Modi was the first Prime Minister who got such a long tenure from a non Hindi speaking state of Gujarat. He has many he has many feathers in his cap. NASA launches Tracers. TRACERS. NASA launches Tracers mission to study how Earth fights space storms. NASA has officially launched the Tracers mission. What do you mean by tracers? Tandem reconnection and cusp electrodynamics reconnaissance satellites. The full form of tracers is tandem reconnection and cusp electrodynamics reconnaissance satellites, which will be studying the magnetic reconnection and energy burst that occurs when the sun's magnetic field interacts with the earth's magnetic shield. This will help to understand on how space weather affects our planet. The tracer satellites lifted off aboard a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. The mission includes two satellites flying just 10 seconds apart to take over 3,000 measurements in 1 year. Their job is to closely study magnetic activity in a region near Earth's north pole called the polar cusp, where the sun's magnetic field hits Earth. These satellites will provide real time data about how solar energy and particles enter Earth's upper atmosphere and affect communication systems, satellites, and even electricity grids. So, this is NASA's TRACER mission. So, three more small satellite missions were also launched with tracers: Ethna Epic, PEXT, Real. There are three small satellites which were launched along with tracers. Central government set to extend President's rule, that is Article 356 in Manipur, for another 6 months. The central government is set to extend President's rule in Manipur for another 6 months from August 13th, and a notice for bringing a statutory resolution on it has been given to Rajya Sabha, which has been admitted by the chair of Rajya Sabha. The House is yet to take up the notice, which will be listed next week after time for discussing the same is allocated by the Business Advisory Committee of the Upper House. The Rajya Sabha Secretariat said Amit Shah, Minister of Home Affairs and Minister of Cooperation, has given a notice of the following resolution, which has been admitted. So, we all know that in Manipur, on 13 February 2025, President's rule was proclaimed under Article 356 of the Indian Constitution. And now, Government of India is contemplating to extend the President's rule in Manipur for the next 6 months, commencing from 13th August 2025. Coming back, the next important news. This is a conflict between Thailand and Cambodia. Thailand declares martial law in areas bordering Cambodia after deadly clashes. Thailand declares martial law in areas bordering Cambodia after deadly clashes. Thailand's acting Prime Minister Phumtham Vechiachai warned that cross-border clashes with Cambodia that have uprooted more than 130,000 people could develop into a full-scale war as the country traded deadly strikes for the second day. A long-running border dispute erupted into intense fighting with jets, artillery, tanks, and ground troops. And the UN Security Council is set to hold an emergency meeting on the crisis on this issue. UN Security Council is also conducting an emergency meeting on Cambodia Thailand crisis. And the main issue is the temples located near the border. Priya Vihar temple and other Hindu temples which are in the Cambodia and Thailand border. And Priya Vihar temple is a Lord Shiva temple. It's a very famous temple, UNESCO World Heritage Site. And there are other temples which are in the conflict zones. So this is also an important issue which we need to understand. Coming back, Prime Minister Modi and President of Maldives Mohammad Moizu inaugurated Maldives Defense Ministry building. Prime Minister Modi ji and Maldivian President jointly inaugurated the state-of-art Ministry of Defense building at the Maldives in Malé. Overlooking the Indian Ocean, the 11-storied building stands as a symbol of the strong and long-standing defense and security cooperation between India and Maldives. According to a release from the Prime Minister's office, the Ministry of Defense building has been constructed with India's financial assistance and is expected to enhance the capabilities of Maldives defense and law enforcement agencies. So, Indian Prime Minister and Maldives President have inaugurated Maldives Defense Ministry building. Indian Embassy in Thailand issues a travel advisory amid border tensions in Thailand and Cambodia. Amid escalating border tensions between Thailand and Cambodia, the Indian Embassy in Thailand issued a travel advisory urging Indian tourists to remain vigilant and stay updated through official Thailand sources, including the Tourism Authority of Thailand. As you all know, many Indian tourists visit Thailand. Now we get a travel advisory. So be very cautious whenever you visit Thailand in the coming days. Lok Sabha to take up motion to remove the High Court judge, Yashwant Verma. The Lok Sabha will take up a bipartisan motion to remove Justice Yashwant Verma of the Allahabad High Court, said by Parliament Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju. He said that it was unanimous decision of all political parties and 152 MPs from the ruling alliance and the opposition have signed the motion. Better, I think, Yashwant Verma should resign. Justice Verma, the then Delhi High Court judge, was caught in a controversy after wads of half-burnt currency notes were found at his official residence. He was transferred to Allahabad High Court after the incident. Mr. Kiran Rijiju said, all parties have agreed that removal of Justice Verma should be a joint call, adding that the proceedings will be first taken up in Lok Sabha and then in the Rajya Sabha in the line with Judges Inquiry Act. We should not remain in any doubt. Proceedings will begin in Lok Sabha, he said. His remarks have to be seen in the backdrop of opposition-sponsored motion that was moved in Rajya Sabha on July 21st. French President Emmanuel Macron said that his country would formally recognize a Palestinian state. His country would formally recognize Palestine as a state during UN meeting in September. The US strongly opposed France's move, and US Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that it's a reckless decision and only serves the Hamas propaganda. The decision taken by France to recognize Palestine as a state is a reckless decision and only supports Hamas propaganda. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the decision only rewards the terror. So, decision supports the terror. Over 140 countries in the world, including India, have recognized Palestine as a state. So, the next bad news. 7 children die in Rajasthan as school building collapsed. 28 children got injured. 8 were with severe injuries were admitted in hospital. 7 children were killed. 28 were injured when the portion of the roof of the school building collapsed in Rajasthan Jalawar district on July 25th. The building has reportedly developed cracks and weakened under the impact of continuous rainfall over the past few days. The roof of one of the 5 classrooms of the government upper primary school in Piplodi village just as the children were assembling in the morning prayers. So, can there be any more pathetic incident? Can there be anything worse than this? Can there be anything worse than this incident? Children going to government school, they are poor children. They went to the school, trusting the school, and children died of the collapse of the government school building. This is a pathetic incident which we have to digest. Information and Broadcasting Ministry blocks 25 OTT platforms over obscene content. The Information and Broadcasting Ministry has directed the blocking of websites and apps of 25 OTT platforms for allegedly carrying obscene, vulgar, and in some cases pornographic content. The action was taken in consultation with Minister of Home Affairs, Women and Child Development. This is the story. UPSC bars candidate for 3 years over exam misconduct. The UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, has debarred a candidate from appearing in all future examinations for a period of 3 years after the individual was found in possessing of incriminating material during an examination, the Commission said. In a post on LinkedIn, the UPSC said the candidate was found guilty under Rule 12(1)H of examination rules, being in possession of or using unfair means during the examination. Accordingly, UPSC has taken stringent disciplinary action in line with standardization of penalties by cancelling the candidature for the current year's examination and debarring the individual for the next 3 years.